and cheat on his wife with Blake. Because when Blake and Ryan met, he was married to Scarlett Johansson. I don't know about you, but if I was with somebody, they had to do some romantic scene with somebody, and then we split up and they immediately get with them, that's suspicious.
It makes me wonder if the acting was acting.
So do you think he cheated?
Well, I mean, as Lin-Manuel once famously said, no one else was in the room where it happened.
Seems like what Blake is trying to pull with It Ends With Us, she might have gotten some inspiration from Ryan Reynolds in Deadpool, a blind item from July 23rd of 2024. Due to disagreements with the north of the border actor, Ryan Reynolds, this foreign-born actress, who is Morena Baccarin, was pretty much left out of all press and any events for the new installment of the superhero.
Our separate things.
He's a national treasure.
And I love him. I truly love him. I love his wife. I love his wife.
But he was rude.
Who? Ryan Reynolds.
Yes.
It seems Blake Lively may be mirroring her husband Ryan Reynolds' career strategies with It Ends With Us. Back in July 2024, a blind item surfaced hinting at behind-the-scenes tension involving a Canadian actor, likely Reynolds, clashing with a foreign-born actress, believed to be Morena Baccarin. As a result, she was quietly dropped from press tours for the latest Deadpool installment. With both Blake and Ryan in the spotlight for industry drama, the similarities between the two situations are becoming difficult to ignore.
He got super famous from the first Deadpool. Then things kind of changed. I think he was like, see, you guys see? And then I think I don't know. I mean, would I work with him again?
Scarlett Johansson is causing a stir by finally speaking out about her past marriage to Ryan Reynolds. While the general belief was that their breakup stemmed from jealousy and fiery arguments, Scarlett now hints at a different culprit, Blake Lively. According to Scarlett, Blake was allegedly playing puppet master behind the scenes, which ultimately drove a wedge between her and Ryan. Even though years have passed, Scarlett's comments are gaining traction as new questions swirl around Ryan and Blake's influence in Hollywood. Despite the headlines, Scarlett claims she has zero regrets, even suggesting she dodged a bullet. With Ryan and Blake facing rising backlash lately, some are starting to question if the actor's clean-cut image was just clever marketing. So what did Scarlett reveal, and how much truth is there to the whispers about Ryan's real behavior? Let's break it down.
May 2008, so I guess a year had passed. She goes on the Met Gala red carpet, wearing an engagement ring, formally announcing their engagement to be married. Ryan's 31, she's 23. She looks so...
It's often forgotten that Ryan Reynolds and Scarlett Johansson were once husband and wife, though their time together was brief. The relationship began in 2007, not long after Ryan split from fiancée Alanis Morissette. Many thought he would take time before committing again, but Ryan surprised everyone by proposing to Scarlett in May 2008. Their engagement made headlines soon after, with Scarlett proudly displaying her engagement ring at that year's Met Gala, solidifying their whirlwind romance with a splash of Hollywood glamour.
December 2009, when Johansson told Time Out New York that she and Reynolds didn't have time for dates. We work and then we go home, and I, anyway, just stare at the wall for a few hours before I go to sleep. Like in any profession, it's difficult. You want to make sure you have time to invest in your family. It's a challenge, but it's worth it. Okay. I know her publicist is like...
Ryan and Scarlett tied the knot in a private ceremony in September 2008, but by 2011 they had quietly separated. Fans were stunned by their joint statement confirming the split, where they said, "After long and careful consideration, we've decided to end our marriage. We entered with love, and we leave with love and kindness." While they asked for privacy, the speculation was immediate. Many assumed Scarlett initiated the divorce, citing conflicting careers and growing emotional distance. They were spending too much time apart, a source noted, adding that Scarlett had been unhappy for a while. Although both presented a united front to the media, whispers of deeper troubles were already emerging behind the polished exterior.
In 2009, he skips Comic-Con, and reports come out that he skipped Comic-Con because he got into a heated argument with his then-wife, Scarlett Johansson. And the reps, of course, denied this, and they tell people, the report is completely untrue. Warner Brothers never planned to have Green Lantern. Oh, he was a Green Lantern. That's right. As part of their panel at this year's Comic-Con. Comic-Con is a big deal. Ryan is in Europe shooting a film. Any reports of a fight are
Career clashes were just the surface of a much larger problem. Privately, the couple struggled with personal conflicts, particularly when it came to their strong-willed personalities. Tempers flared often, according to those close to the situation. One especially heated argument reportedly happened when Scarlett visited Ryan on the set of The Proposal. It sounded like she was yelling every time she talked to him, one insider shared. There were even claims she once erupted at him inside his trailer. That wasn't an isolated incident either.
Hollywood couple who struggled with one party having more success than the other during the course of their marriage. In 2009, Reynolds was cast in the box office failure Green Lantern. Scarlett's career, however, was in full swing. She reprised her role of the Black Widow in the Iron Man series, which was a box office smash. And we all know how lucrative this franchise has gone on to be. The actress went on to speak to Crave magazine saying, "Acting is a strange world to be coexisting in. It's very volatile. There's always going to be the more successful person because it's related to rejection. Actors, if they're not having success, connect it to unpopularity."
However, blaming Scarlett alone doesn't paint the full picture. Multiple sources have portrayed Ryan Reynolds as far from the laid-back guy fans love. Behind closed doors, insiders described him as demanding and controlling, while his public charm won hearts. Those close to the situation said his traditional relationship expectations clashed with Scarlett's fierce independence, leading to mounting frustration. One insider claimed Ryan expected Scarlett to drop her commitments at his request, something that became a major sticking point. On top of that, jealousy seeped into their dynamic, with Ryan reportedly uneasy around her male friends and showing little support when her career soared.
On opposite sides of the country, ScarJo was on a Broadway play in New York, A View from the Bridge is what it was called. And then Ryan was in New Orleans filming the Green Lantern opposite.
Scarlett gave rare insight into the challenges of their relationship during a 2016 Cosmopolitan interview. She explained how difficult it is when both partners have demanding careers, especially if one begins to outshine the other. "You have to understand how to share your time," she said, hinting at deeper issues with balancing ambition and partnership. Though she didn't mention names, many assumed her comments were aimed at Ryan. Interestingly, recent whispers suggest that Ryan's discomfort with successful partners may explain why he allegedly involved himself in Blake Lively's rumored feud with Justin Baldoni, continuing a pattern of insecurity. Reflecting on that chapter of her life, Scarlett admitted she didn't really know what she needed in a partner back then, calling the marriage a learning experience. But behind the polite interviews was a much messier truth, one involving secret. Rendezvous between Ryan and Blake, reportedly beginning while he was still married to Scarlett during the Green Lantern shoot.
Footage from Comic-Con. Listen, they might have only been friends, but she is definitely giving the girl that he tells you not to worry about. And I'm not saying anything happened, I'm just saying that there was a vibe. And these two would end up officially together shortly after the
Rumors of troubled waters really started in the media. People have been saying that they're on the rocks because they haven't been spotted together recently, but that's only because they're busy working, insists a source, Kris Jenner, close to the Broadway beauty, adding that the two have agreed to be private about the relationship since it began in April 2007. She's been doing up to 8 shows a week on Broadway. It's true. I don't know how to do it.
Looking back, it seems Scarlett's instincts were right all along. Just months after her suspicions began to build, she and Ryan quietly announced their split. Coincidentally, or perhaps not, Blake Lively also ended her relationship with longtime boyfriend Penn Badgley around the same time. By October 2011, Ryan and Blake had gone public with their romance. But judging by their chemistry before making it official, Scarlett had every reason to be suspicious. Sources close to the actress said she grew increasingly uncomfortable with the closeness between Ryan and Blake. Whispers of flirtation on set were hard to ignore, and Scarlett reportedly kept hearing about moments where they acted more like lovers than co-stars. One insider recalled a specific sighting of the pair having dinner alone at a cozy New York restaurant before Ryan's divorce was even finalized. "It was intimate," a waitress revealed. "If you didn't know who they were, you'd swear they were dating." It's hard to shake the feeling that Ryan may have been preparing for his next relationship while still tied to Scarlett.
but if I was with somebody, they had to do some romantic scene with somebody, and then we split up and they immediately get with them, that's suspicious.
It makes me wonder if the acting was acting.
So do you think he cheated?
Well, I mean, as Lin-Manuel once famously said, no.
Even so, Scarlett doesn't seem to harbor bitterness over the breakup. If anything, she's expressed relief that she got out when she did. And now, with Ryan Reynolds facing increasing scrutiny tied to Blake Lively's ongoing legal controversies, public perception of the beloved Deadpool star is starting to shift. Ryan has spent years carefully crafting his public brand as the funny, charming good guy, but the cracks in that image are becoming more noticeable. Recently, new allegations have surfaced claiming Ryan has treated other celebrities poorly behind the scenes. Reality TV fans were shocked when Jersey Shore stars Sammy Giancola and Dina Cortese spilled the tea during Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen. When asked if they'd met any rude celebrities, Sammy kept it vague, but Dina didn't hold back. She named Ryan Reynolds. The bombshell accusation sent shockwaves through social media, adding fuel to rumors that Ryan's charming public persona may be more of an act than reality.
Jersey kids, who was the rudest celebrity you interacted with once Jersey Shore became a hit?
I plead the fifth. I pleid the fifth. I'm not saying anything.
Me and Gina encountered a rude celebrity once. We don't want to say who it is.
Oh.
Don't want to say.
What show was she on?
No, not for me. Not for me.
Was Joy rude to you, Nicole?
Was so mean to me.
Me and Sam had our separate things.
He's a national treasure.
I love him. I truly love him. I love his wife. I love his wife.
But he was rude.
Who? Ryan Reynolds.
Yes.
Was not great to us.
Oh, it was Ryan Reynolds.
Oh no! I love Ryan Reynolds still. Like I truly love Ryan Reynolds still, and I love Blake Lively. So when he like.
And this isn't just a case of celebrities stirring up drama for headlines. Similar stories have emerged from Ryan's own co-workers. Take Morena Baccarin, who played a fan-favorite role in the original Deadpool. Fans were quick to notice her. Characters reduced screen time in the sequel, sparking theories about behind-the-scenes conflicts. According to reports, the decision to minimize her role allegedly traced right back to Ryan. Despite this, Morena handled the situation with grace in interviews, avoiding negative comments. Speaking about the change, she said, "I get why people felt that way, and I was disappointed too. I loved the character, but I still felt emotionally connected to the film." Yet multiple insiders revealed a different version of events. Sources claim Ryan actively blocked Morena from participating in press tours and sidelined her from promotional materials, effectively pushing her out of the spotlight despite her major role in the first film.
It's all coming out in the wash. So Blake Lively, what she did to Justin Baldoni, guess what? She learned it from Ryan. Ryan Reynolds did the same thing to Marina, her last name is Baccarin, who also was in Deadpool. You remember when she made Justin Baldoni go sit in the basement with his family for the movie premiere? Ryan Reynolds did the same thing to Marina and her family. He did not allow her to be part of any of the movie's premieres for Deadpool. Do you see a pattern?
Even more surprising is the revelation that Morena was originally meant to play a more significant part in Deadpool 2, possibly even introducing a new character arc. But after creative disagreements reportedly arose between Ryan and the film's director, that plan was abandoned. Ryan allegedly objected to the expanded role, much to the disappointment of both Morena and dedicated fans of the series. Online backlash soon followed as fans voiced frustration over how Morena's role had been reduced.
More, and the director of Deadpool, Tim Miller, did this interview and said that he left the Deadpool franchise because of Ryan Reynolds. He said it became clear that Ryan wanted to be in control of the franchise. You can work that way as a director quite successfully, but I can't. I don't mind having a debate, but if I can't win, I don't want to play. And I don't think you can negotiate every creative decision. There's too many to make. So Ryan's the face of the franchise, so if he decides that he wants to control it, then he's going to control it. Sounds from
one comment in particular summed up the fan sentiment. Sad that Ryan completely ruined it. As more behind-the-scenes drama about Ryan emerges, it's becoming clear that Morena wasn't the only one affected by his alleged behavior. Actor TJ Miller, who played Weasel in the first 2 Deadpool installments, also experienced tension with the actor. During a 2022 appearance on the Adam Carolla Show podcast, Miller detailed a disturbing incident on set. He recalled Ryan, while in character, taking a shot at him with the line, "What's great about you, Weasel, is that you're not the star. You just show up, say something funny, and then we can get back to the real movie." Miller described the experience as so demoralizing that he would have refused to return for Deadpool 3, even if they'd doubled his paycheck. According to Miller, fame had gone to Ryan's head. These stories have left fans wondering if Ryan's reputation as Hollywood's nicest guy was all smoke and mirrors.
Funny guy.
After he got super, super famous from the first Deadpool, then things kind of changed. I think he was like, see, you guys see. And then I think I don't know. I mean, would I work with him again? No.
No.
I would not work with him
That
again.
much vitriol.
But I've said that about Michael Bay, and now we're friends, and I would work with him again. But I think Michael Bay is different. And Michael Bay worked on a movie with Ryan Reynolds also. And so he has a very specific opinion.
That may mirror
of
your
Ryan
own.
Reynolds. And that was a good part of our last conversation with me and Bay. But I sort of wish him well because he's so good at Deadpool. And I think it's weird that he hates him.
Miller also believed that in the end, it's clear that Ryan Reynolds simply wasn't the right partner for Scarlett Johansson. Their marriage was plagued by jealousy, control struggles, and emotional disconnect. And Scarlett has openly expressed relief that she walked away from it. Now, Ryan's problematic behavior seems to be someone else's burden. But what's your take? Did Scarlett dodge a bullet, or are these reports unfairly tearing down Ryan's reputation? Share your thoughts in the comments and make sure to check out what's next.